Careful, mind your boom. Mind your boom. Okay, could you tell me your name?
Rachel Dodd.
And where do you work?
Yorkshire Art Space. That sometimes people's view of artists is that they kind of squirrel themselves away in a studio and behind closed doors. But I think there's a role of the artist which is more about an artist being in the world, making work that either perhaps comments on part of the world or that they're sort of a producer within society.
So this show is about people being isolated from society but have built up their talents and done wonderful things. And we told the story as if they were in the woods. And so we're exploring people's talents, but we're doing them in the woods. And at the end of the show, they come out of the woods and out into society with their wonderful talents. Art and creativity is important because it's a new language, it's a different language where people can express themselves. And certainly with our group, expressing themselves through the arts is a real bonus.
I think, when they first moved into the space, it's all fairly new. So people over the course of this last year have been moving into studio spaces. Once they've set themselves up, they may not have known that part of the city before, but by going to work there every day, they have to familiarise themselves with that area. And I think increasingly they are making more connections out, trying to bring people in to the studio for workshops or classes.
Through the glass, or you just going what you can see?
I'm trying to draw what I can see while also drawing with the other hand. It's very complex.
I think it's more about that these places, these spaces, become destinations for people.
Helen Stratford. I'm just really interested in how the place is gradually changing and the process of kind of dismantling, what kind of goes first, what sort of order do you take a building down, but also, what are the things that kind of get left behind to tell you that this was really once a kind of vibrant place. And also, things that become redundant, so like bird deterrent measures.
I think what's been interesting about working and finding ourselves as an organisation in Castlegate has been that there's trying to make things happen in this area which has been in decline, that is where they're trying to regenerate it. It's been interesting finding the partnerships and other people that are interested in that area and that part of the city, and the university is one of them. School of Architecture as a particular department within the university that we've made connections with. And I think that's what's kind of really exciting about it, because we've sort of thought there's things we can do that are more than the sum of the parts by working in isolation, really. We've got a shared kind of common interest, which is the place and the location and that context, and bringing in different ideas and approaches to how that can be enlivened, really.
It's about noticing things and about looking at things in different ways, about kind of finding a new form of engagement with people, really.
I can have my own input on it, and I can make it. I can look at it and think of a certain thing, while someone else can look at it and think of a completely different thing. And I think looking at it and having different interpretations makes it quite beautiful compared to just like an equation. It'd be like a right answer and a wrong answer. So I think that's like the good thing about art.